Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be learning nesting of lists. So roll the intro and let's begin. Alright, so what is listing of lists? So it is basically a list within a list. Nesting in general means something inside of something. There is also nesting of loops. We'll do that later on, probably not in HTML, maybe in my other languages. Alright, so I've already had my basic snippet here of HTML, and I'll teach you guys what nesting is. So basically, just like last video, we'll make a list. I'm gonna make an ordered list, and I'm gonna make a list item. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make another ordered list inside a list like this. So it's basically an ordered list inside an ordered list, and inside of this, I'll make two list items. And now if I want, I can also make another ordered list inside this, or I could make the other list, which is equal unordered list. Let's just say spectra, and yeah, okay. So when I run this, oops, you'll see there is a list within a list. Now I can make this an unordered list if I want to. You can see this was a little concept, but it is important because nesting in general, we use it a lot of times. Sometimes it's a bit tedious, but sometimes we find a way out of this. But we use nesting a lot of times. The next thing I want to add is images. So let me type this. I forgot. Was it this? Okay. And now I'm gonna teach you guys how to add images. So basically, a website is very dull if you don't add images and animations and stuff like that. So HTML gives you a really nice tag that you guys can use to add images, which is img. Great. Oops. There you go. Now inside this, you have to write src, which means source, and then in here you'll write the name of the image that you saved. So I already have an image in this specific folder where my file exists, and the name of the image is img. It's suggesting me .jpg. Now it is important that you need to mention the source. As long as the image is right next to the file like this, you don't really have to mention the source. But if this image is, let's just say it's in my desktop, I need to add the source. Now I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna run it. You can see there is the image. Now the image is way too big. If I need to adjust the height and width, I could easily add height or width in it. like this, or like this. Another thing you guys have seen sometimes when you visit websites, if the image that was supposed to be there doesn't exist, there's a message popped up, or there is an alternative photo or video over there. So to do that, what we can do is we just write alt, which means alternative, is equals to whatever text you want, anything. So this is a really good practice to do in future, because like if you're making websites, there can be any type of error, or like when your website is under maintenance, you might forget something. So when you're launching your website back, you know there is a mistake in your and you can read the message. This is it for the image for now. In my CSS videos, when I'm gonna start those series, I might add more stuff to it. There's another thing I want to teach you guys, which is an anchor tag. It is kind of sort of related to image. Let's just say anchor tag is just a tag that tags the link, I would say. Hold on. So it's similar to image tag, but with anchor tag you can hypertext, or you can hyperlink anything. You can add hyperlinks, you can make the text an hyperlink, you can link. Let's just say when you click on home, or you click on any tabs on any website, it takes you to that website, right, or that page. So we use hyperlinks for that most of the time. So for that, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is use A, which means anchor, and then use href, which means hyper reference, is equals to, and then you write the name of the anything that you want. Let's just say, so let's just say if I have another page, if I want to link this list over here, what I'll do is I'll just say list.html, and then I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna type list. So what this do is this hyperlink shows up, and if I click it, it takes me to the list.html, which is this. So basically, when I'm making websites, I need to use home and about, or like anything like that. I just use hyperlinks that take me to that website. It's a good way to link other HTML code, or any code, CSS code, JavaScript code, PHP, anything. You can also link any website, just say Google, any search engines. You can also add images over there, which is a good way to add images. Oh yeah, one more thing, in this source you can also add links over here. So if you don't want to store your image, you just want to take it from any website or any server, just paste the hyperlink there and it should work there as well. That's it for this video. In the next video I'm gonna teach you tables, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.